If you are born into this life with a vagina, you inherently have 10 times more privilege than a man.
Hello and welcome to this new video. Today we are assessing whether the society is unfair to men or not. Let's dive in.
I think there's a reason why people love Andrew Tate. And whatever you think about him in regards to what he's being accused of, which he has not been proven, but that's neither here nor there, men gravitated toward that. Why? Because he spoke to men in a sense of being a man, being a protector, and you have to be in charge of all your faculties and think more critically. So those aspects of masculinity appealed to men because men want to innately protect.
People are attracted to the speech of Andrew Tate for the very simple reason that is one of the rare persons that encourage masculinity. And the fact that someone encourages you to be more masculine, to be more stoic, to be more disciplined, these are great qualities to have as a man, because these are the qualities that help you to be successful. There's obviously a part I do not support, which is the promiscuity side, but the rest of the speech is pretty based on logic, and these are positive aspects for the vast majority of men.
If you are born into this life with a vagina, you inherently have 10 times more privilege than a man. From the time they are little, girls are always like doted on and you're so pretty and cute.
Very coddled.
They're coddled,
Yeah.
right? As they should be, you know?
Yeah.
We want that feminine, nurturing energy in them. You can kind of be a degenerate woman and have a hot body and be a millionaire on OnlyFans. Yeah. Men don't have that privilege. Now, women don't have to like work to get a guy. They're just hot. And then guys come to them and spend their resources on them. A man has to prove himself. He has to build a body. He has to make money. He has to build influence. He has to become a protector, a provider. Women just have that naturally by just having a vagina.
Today, we live in the most fair society. There is no privilege that men have that women do not have. For example, one privilege that men used to have was being able to walk away from fatherhood. It is not possible anymore due to child support. Today, if a woman wants to have a specific career, she can have it. Nothing prevents her from doing it. And today, women have so many choices. They can decide to be mothers. They can decide to be stay-at-home moms. They can decide to work part-time. They can decide to work full-time. It is totally flexible around women. But men do not have a choice. They have to be the provider, the protector, and be the one that is in charge of the house. What I always say is that men need to become when women already are. Because men have to become financially. They have to become emotionally. They have to become as a provider, as a protector. And these are the qualities that women are looking for in men. If you're getting value in this video, let us know by clicking on the like button and subscribe for more similar content.
When it comes to, let's say, domestic dispute, if a woman calls the police, they automatically show up, arrest the man. This the Duluth model, I think is how you pronounced it. And that's already in place. It's not necessarily like a right or anything, but it's certainly in all of the police departments. Is if feminism is all about equality, why would you automatically arrest a man? When they arrest him, his name is in the newspaper automatically. The fact that a woman can say Jane Doe and she doesn't have to put her name out there, what skin in the game is there?
The way men are treated by the police is usually quite unfair. If the police comes for domestic violence, they will arrest the man and then start asking questions. But this is opposed to the directive of the police. Let me read it for you. They should be assessing the primary aggressor based on factors such as the severity of the violence, the history of abuse, self-defense claims, and other relevant circumstances. Check out this shocking video when Neymar has been accused by his girlfriend of raping him.
사포게! 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 이게 무슨 약이지?
If it wasn't for the CCTV camera and for the recording, Neymar today would be in jail. Because it's always believe all women. Like if women do not lie.
I feel like a lot of the reasons why men can't actively express masculinity in a positive way is because of the patriarchal structures that we have. Part of where I'm coming from with this is I'm trans. So I was born female. Now I present as male. I came out socially and medically transitioned at 18.
Okay.
The feminist movement is what helped me feel empowered enough to be who I am and
Okay.
be a man.
And no disrespect to your process. I know it's a very strenuous thing that you go through, but I see a woman still. I feel feminine energy from you.
That's all right. I
And
totally
so when you
respect
say
that.
you're a man, then it's like, I don't see that.
Emotional, damn it!
This trans man is strongly feminine. And it doesn't matter whether this person has hair or a beard, they still project femininity. The vast majority of the time, women are not attracted to trans men because they are not physically strong, because they can't be protectors, and they are not masculine. And whether we want it or not, the vast majority of women are attracted to masculine energy.
The way that everything's processed is for women. So women and men process information differently. Men are like this in their brain. Women are, it's all over. And like, what the hell does that mean?
Well, it's
It
left
means
brain, right
that
brain.
When you
I wish it was
process
that
like
simple.
men need to solve the problem
Correct.
before they can process the emotion.
Women are emotional.
react
My
on
wing
emotion.
woman.
Yeah,
all the
that's
time.
it.
But so women have a tendency, not a tendency, they do better with talk therapy. That doesn't always work for men. Men do better when they are kind of working with a coach or somebody that's going to be like, this is what you have to do.
Men and women are different. For a man to overcome depression, for example, he needs to step outside of his comfort zone. He needs to go outside. He needs to find a job, for example. He needs to start working out. This has been shown to be more effective than the drugs that are administered to this patient. Until we start acknowledging the differences between men and women, we will not be able to reduce the suicide rate in men today.
Woe is me, I can't have a kid because I'm too poor. No, we live in a country where, like I said earlier, we have the opportunities to pursue what we can and what we want to do. And I don't think the feminist movement has any place to tell someone that they're too dumb or too poor to be able to have a kid.
Oh, absolutely not. No
But
one
that
should be
is what
saying-
the feminist movement is doing.
Today we have a huge crisis of birth rate. The vast majority of Western countries reproduce under the replacement rate. And that's a huge issue. And we have seen it, for example, in Japan or even in Italy. The birth rate have plummeted and now the whole society is in danger. The way the system is set up, it is for the young generation to replace the older generation. And most societies today, the younger generation will pay for the pensions of the older generation. That's the case, for example, in France. So the fact that we are not at the replacement rate has huge issues on the society. The Malthusian narrative, where we should have less kids, is dreadful and not based on any scientific ground.
I don't think it necessarily matters who's protecting the family, just somebody must.
I like what you said about intuition though. Like my wife has a lot of intuition. I think she's better than me at like helping us avoid unsafe situations.
But to physically combat a stranger that's at your door with a gun, a mask on, and is breaking in.
Yeah, it's convenient to have someone who's more like him than.
But would you send your wife,
But I
who's
just don't think
intuitive, to
men-
use her intuitive powers to handle that, to protect? Or would you use your masculine, my daughter's protected, I'm going down there?
If we get attacked, I'm going to do everything I can to protect my
That's-
family.
Intuition does not protect you physically against someone that wants to harm you. If you're a man, it is your duty to protect your family. And even if your life is on the line, you have to sacrifice your life to protect your family. I will never encourage men to be cowards. Men have to be strong, and strong in a way that they are going to preserve the next generation. And for men to be strong, they need to be part of the same community. And this is why I've created a community of like-minded individuals that are thriving to success. If you're willing today to make a difference in your life and join this amazing group, click on the link in the description below to join our brotherhood group on locals. If you're interested to see another debate on the Jubilee channel, click on this video. This debate was heated.